I have been so extremely busy. I got another job, and it has been consuming all my time and energy, and I haven't had much time to read, and therefore have not had much to speak about. But I'm loving reading again. I'm loving reading again, and I'm so happy because I feel like the majority of this year I've been struggling with reading a lot, and I'm actually enjoying reading and wanting to pick up books. I still haven't read much, to be honest, but that feeling is back, which is the main thing. It doesn't really matter how much I'm reading as long as I'm enjoying it and reading things that I feel good about. I feel like because of this new job, I've let everything slip. Like, I haven't been doing my yoga, I haven't been reading, I haven't been walking or exercising as much, and I feel like all these things that's like my trifecta: reading, yoga and walking. And when I get busy, I let all three of those things disappear, and it really affects everything else massively. So usually when I pick one back up, it's like a domino effect. Vice versa, when I let one go, they all go. When I pick up one, they all come back. So I was reading Kafka on the Shore by Haruki Murakami. Why have I got this little swirly? There we go. I really thought, oh my gosh, how do I make this smaller? I'm so technologically challenged, honestly. Help. Wait, let me move my face. Yeah, so I was reading Murakami, Kafka on the Shore. I picked this up because I genuinely thought that this would get me out of the reading slump, because it's kind of like a little bit weird. It's like, I would say it is literature, but it's leaning more towards genre fiction in its themes, and it's pretty simple writing. I'm halfway through this. I have left the bookmark in it in case I want to come back to it, but I just cannot get on with it. I don't know if we're losing something in the translation. I really cannot get through this book. I might come back to it, but I just really don't like it. I cannot get past the really unnecessary sexual scenes. Like, they don't add anything to the storyline. They're not really propelling the story forward. They seem very unnecessary. They're just kind of like plonked in there. And I'm just like, whoa, I get like whiplash. It really, yeah, it's not for me. I can't get on with it. So it is still on my bedside table with a bookmark in it, but I think I might have to DNF. So because I didn't enjoy that one, I picked up The Talented Mr. Ripley. Why do you keep covering my face? Talented Mr. Ripley by Patricia Highsmith. I finished this, I loved this, I gave it 4 stars. I've seen the movie before with the most attractive cast of all time. And I have watched it after I read the book. So yeah, The Talented Mr. Ripley, I love this one. If you don't know what it is, it's like a murder mystery set in Italy in, I believe, the 60s, 50s or 60s. It was like mid 1900s. And it's basically about Tom Ripley, who is quite poor. He's a bit of like a nobody, and he wants to be somebody. And without spoiling the plot, he wants Dickie's life. And it all kind of spirals from there. This is a really great book. It's quite short. I love the writing style. It's like classic, just like good writing, good characters, good storytelling. I absolutely loved this one. And I don't know if I would read any more of the Ripley series, but I'm definitely interested in Highsmith's other work. I would like to maybe read Carol. I really love this, and this is the one that's pulled me out of my little reading slump. So now I am currently reading a classic, Pride and Prejudice by Miss Jane Austen. This is my first Austen, would you believe? Never read a Jane Austen before. I am loving this. This is reading so easy to me. I have seen the movie, so I think because I already know the plot and the characters, it's a little bit easier to follow, which I think is always a good way to read a classic if you're kind of aware of the happenings of the story. I'm finding this so enjoyable to read. It's not reading to me like a classic. It obviously is a little bit convoluted in places, but nothing compared to some of the classics that I have read previously. I have always heard that Austen is like the easier classic author to read. Not really sure why, because I think this book is from like the early 1800s. Oops, earthquake. Let me fact check that. 28th of January 1813, Pride and Prejudice was published. I'm actually enjoying reading. I'm so happy that I'm loving reading again. Yeah, so this is what I'm reading. I'm not sure what my next read will be, but the other thing that I really want to get back into and make sure, like obviously, like I said, I'm trying to make my yoga and meditation practice consistent and not let that slide. So what I want to start doing again is reading spiritual non-fiction, because I haven't read one in ages and ages, and I always think that goes really well to like sort of bring you really into the practice to be reading about it as well. So I bought a new book, obviously. What would you expect anything less? I already own Braiding Sweetgrass. I have read, I think, like maybe just less than 100 pages, but it was a couple of years ago, so I think I'm going to reread this. I might listen to it whilst I'm driving as well, since I am very short on time at the moment. This is a beautiful book. I remember loving it when I read it and feeling so connected to nature. And the new book I ordered was this one, Bringing Yoga to Life by Donna Farhi. This was, I think I saw a screenshot of it, maybe on Pinterest. And this is the Everyday Practice of Enlightened Living, and the reviews for this are wonderful. And I think this is the kind of book that I really just need to read at the moment, is just how to bring my yoga practice off the mat with me, because yes, I can get back into the physical practice, but I need to remember all the teachings from when I went to yoga school of how to, you know, bring that into the everyday and make sure that I am actually practicing yoga outside of my 30 to 40 minute asana practice in the morning. So those are the books that I have to chat about today. What I've been reading, what I want to read. I'm trying not to create too much of a TBR, because I think that's where I was creating pressure for myself and then putting myself in a reading slump. I've got a couple of books that I need to read for the next module on my English literature course. So there's a couple of books that I don't really have a decision in reading, which is fine, you know, that's just sort of like how it works with an English literature course. But yeah, I think having like a big TBR and feeling pressure to read so I can talk on here, and obviously the pressure of like the English lit, and then I've got 2 jobs, and it was just all, it's, oh, hello, what are you? Deny, not sure what that is. Do you ever just like press a button? Like I didn't even read that. I don't know what I just denied access to. It'll be fine. Yeah, I just feel like all those things combined, I've created this like pressure in my head around reading, and it's taken away the enjoyment and basically the practice altogether. I just stopped. So that is never what I wanted. So I have taken a step back from this. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of try to listen to myself a bit more. Like I said, coming back into my yoga practice and making sure that I'm actually looking after upstairs. But this is what I've been reading. Hope you like this format. Might do it again, might not, who knows. I filmed this whole video without any lipstick on. Where will this recording go? No. Oh my God. Hello, stop taking pictures of me. How do I stop? I'm gonna have to Google how you stop a screen recording. Press Command Control Escape. Bye.